match we go now, and of course it is Uruguay kicking off their campaign up against South Korea. Can one of these nations actually make it into the last 16 and maybe even go far? We're going to take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks. Bam's giving another 5-minute preview. Look forward to Uruguay taking on South Korea in their opening games in Qatar 2022. We'll get to that shortly. If you're new, where you've been, subscribe, thumbs up, hit your little bell, of course, to keep you up to date with all things Uruguay, South Korea, and of course World Cup related. Also, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But let's get into it. Of course, no wasting time. As of course we've got 5 minutes to talk all about it, including these guys at the Education City on the 24th of November 2022. It is Uruguay up against Korea, locking horns in Group H. Let's take a look at Uruguay. Of course, they got 4 stars on there. And I've been quietly reminded that 2 of the World Cups, of course, the back 2 there, plus 2 World Cups before they were actually called World Cups. So that's what the 4 stars are there for. But anyway, Uruguay finished as 3rd place in the CONMEBOL. 24th of March 2022 was the date. They secured the deal. 14 tournaments in the past. 2018 was the last. They were on a streak of 4 in a row. 1930 and 50 were the official World Cup wins there. Diego Alonso is your manager. Darwin Núñez for me is the VIP. 2-1. On to qualify. 51 is your long shots to lift the trophy as well. Take a look at the recent run of events, beating Canada 2-0. They did this to Iran 1-0 back on the 23rd of September, of course. Part of that, big wins over Panama, draws against the United States as well. Just 1 goal conceded over the last 6. Of course, heading into this group, of course, Group H, very, very spicy indeed, which does include Portugal and Ghana, as well as South Korea. But of course, Uruguay kicking off against South Korea first, then it is Portugal, then it is Ghana to make up the next round of games. Of course, to take a little look, then shall we, at the squads for Uruguay, then shall, of course, we've got Musala between the sticks from Galatasaray. He'll be the number 1. Then we've got Godin, of course, now playing at Velez. We've also got Oliveira from Napoli as well. Vina from Roma. Of course, into midfielder, we've got the likes of Bontecourt from Spurs. A lot of talk about Valverde from Real Madrid. And then, of course, up top, you've got Suarez, you've got Cavani. But, of course, the new name on the scene for them really is Darwin Núñez. Of course, that's, of course, a look at the squad. What about, of course, a look at the starting lineup then, shall we? I've gone with not this. What the heck is that? Pause. 2-11. All right, then, let's take a look at, of course, their opponent, South Korea, of course, coming at you. They qualify as Group A winners in the Asian Federation there as runners-up, though, back in the 1st of February 2022. 11 tournaments in the past. 2018 was their last, and they've been on a streak of 10 tournaments in a row. Their best ever was 4th place back in 2002. Can they repeat those odds? We'll see about that. Paulo Bento is your man, pulling the strings for South Korea. Sung Yeon-min is the VIP. 9-4 on to qualify, or 9-4, sorry, to qualify 251 to lift the trophy at the end of it. Their recent run of events look like this: beating Cameroon 1-0, drawing with Costa Rica, and also losing to Japan. A bit hot and cold for the South Koreans heading into this. But of course, the group is very, very tight, and it could go either way. Portugal probably favoured alongside Uruguay, but Ghana also in the mix, as of course are South Korea. Let's take a look. They're running after Uruguay. They'll take on Ghana in the second match on the 20th of November before wrapping it up against Portugal on the 2nd of December. Of course, take a look at the squad then, shall we? What have we got going on here for the squad? Of course, between the sticks, we've got the likes of Kim Sung-gyu. Of course, all the eyes will be on defence with Kim Min-jae, the big man at the back there, of course, running the show over in Italy. The man, the myth, the superstar, the new face of the place, probably for Korean football. Into midfielder, we've got the likes of Lee Jang-sung of Mainz, of course. We've also got Mallorca's Lee Kang-gin, and of course, Young Woo-yong of Freiburg, of course. But of course, up top, we've got the likes of Sung Yeon-min from Spurs. Is he fit? Will he be, of course, in the mixer? Hwang Hoo-jo from Olympiacos, Hwang Hee-chan as well, as of course, Korea build their hopes on their attacking lineup, we would imagine. But of course, the lineup for me on this one, we've got Sung-gu between the sticks, Kim Jun-se, Kim Min-jae, Lee Young, and Park Ji-so at the back there. Jung Woo-young, Jung Woo-yu, and of course Hwang Chi-chan, Kwang Chang-hoon, of course, everyone's favourites right there, Sung Yeon-min and Hwang Chu-jo up top. That's what I think. What about you? Let me know down below, of course. Heading into this, though, these two nations up each other 6 times since 1990. 5 wins for Uruguay, 1 win for Korea, no draws. Uruguay, though, 75% form for them right now, winning unbeaten. Well, actually, just 1 defeat past 6. Up against South Korea, of course, 1 defeat past 6 also. But, of course, the biggest win for Uruguay was a 2-0 win. Biggest win for Korea was a 2-1 win. But Uruguay have scored 9 goals compared to South Korea's 3 over the course of those 6 matches. Works out around about 1.5 goals a game compared to 0.5 goals a game as well. The last page of them was, in fact, that 2-1 win for Korea way back in October 2018. I did put a vote out there, though, guys, and the vote was, in fact, in favour of Uruguay. 75% for them to pick up the win. Korea, of course, 50%, and the draw, as that 10%. For me, though, I think it's only going to be one goal in it, and it's going to be for Uruguay. 1-0 win for them to maybe cement their spot potentially as at least a top 2 candidate in Qatar 2022. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this game, as of course we look forward to you just stopping by here, your one-stop shop for Rovers content, your one-stop shop for World Cup content, right here at Blackburn Overseas. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. I'll see you soon, guys, for the next one, but until then, we're done.